Thank you. Good morning. Today I want to talk about antiquated business processes, and specifically some processes that you might still be using within your business. You wouldn't use a Rolodex to manage your contacts. And for those of you under the age of 30, a Rolodex is kind of this analog way of managing contact lists. You wouldn't use a fax machine for real-time communication. So why are many businesses still manually drawing insight from data? Manually writing reports, or relying on staff members to look at data sets and manually understand what the data means. The reason is that if you look at the history of business analytics, there's been an explosion in analytics technology, going back to the 80s, and really complex systems like Lotus 123, to self-service systems like Microsoft Excel, modern dashboarding solutions like Qlik and Tableau. Major changes. But in the insight side, there really hasn't been changes. The process is still kind of the same. An employee or an analyst looks at data, thinks about it, reaches a conclusion, and then expresses that conclusion either verbally or written. This is too slow, it's really too costly, and it's too antiquated. Now, the process where you go from your data to your insights is mostly automated today. So you've got the data collection, storage automated, you've got the analytics automated, as I said, and then the insight is the portion that you do manually. That's the bottleneck in the data to insight process. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, well, what about a dashboard? And dashboards are good for giving you an overarching view of a trend. But as you get more and more data, you get more and more complex dashboards, and in a highly regulated industry, two people looking at the same dashboard and drawing two different conclusions could lead to two different sets of advice, which gets you in trouble. Fundamentally, the problem is a dashboard can't tell you what to do, at least until now. Today, I'm going to talk about a software called Yseop Smart BI. Yseop Smart BI is a software, a self-service software that connects to your data set, and then it uses your best practices to explain what the data means in English, French, German, Spanish, whatever. Essentially, it allows your dashboard or your Excel spreadsheet, your data, to tell you what to do. My colleague Matt's going to show this in action. It's one thing me talking about it. It's a lot different for Matt to show it.
Thank you, Arden. Absolutely. So the quick demonstration that we're going to show you, we took a very simple example because it's an example that exists within every company, big and small. What you're seeing here is a very simple spreadsheet describing the sales for different product components and for the market. A very simple spreadsheet. For the first time in history, we've been able to collect the data automatically. We've been able to put it on Excel. This has existed for 20, 30 years. I can even make graphics with it. But what we're going to do with Yseop is that for the first time in history, the person who built the 500-line and 300-column spreadsheet will not be the only person in the world to understand that spreadsheet. So how does it work? When we talk about taking data, generating text, is it science fiction? Is it complicated? Not at all. The demo I'm about to show you is running on my laptop. I don't connect to the internet. It doesn't have a server farm. And it's a very easy to use Excel integration. So what do? I selected that I wanted to compare my Q1 forecast for sales against my actuals. I'm going to press on monthly. When I do so, it's going to start generating a report. It's going to ask me, what do I want to call the Word document describing the data? So I can call it Finovate, just for ease of use. And it's very quickly going to load. And if I open right here, you can see instantly described in English, in natural language, Yseop was able to analyze the data and tell you what you need to know, why is it important, and what you need to do about it. Once again, this is all based on your best practices. The text is not boilerplate. It's not sentences that say sales went up, sales went down. A dashboard does that great. What Yseop allows you to do is to build your application to allow your expert in a few days to teach the machine how to analyze data, what to think of different evolutions. And once you have this, you're able to have all your employees within your companies understand what is happening, why it's happening, what to do about it, all using as if the expert was by their side. Here you have an integration with Excel. We have customers that use Yseop Smart BI in Excel. We use this right now to generate a Word document. Why a Word document? Because some customers want to be able to add sentences. They want to be able to use this natural language generation software as a first draft. But we can also generate PowerPoint presentations, automatic proposals based on CRM data. We're also able to generate emails. Any format you want, any text you want, we deliver the insight. That's what we do. Arden?
Thank you, Matt. So businesses no longer need to be relying on an antiquated process. You no longer need to delay the data to insights process. With just a few clicks and the ability to read, anyone in your company can understand data in real time. I know quite a number of companies in this audience are already using Yseop Smart BI, but really the question becomes, if you're not, why not? Why don't you stop by our booth? We'll talk about what we're doing in your industry or in your sector. We'll show you some more live demonstrations and talk about how we can work together. Thank you very much.
Thank you.